you think? Looks like we're seeing the earlier games. This looks like it's gonna be a lit one.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on this fine earth. Yes, thanks for the introduction, Mr. Bugs. I am Mr. Aaron Zero. It was a very hype game in game 1.5. Went very deep into the 50-minute mark. Both teams just duking and slugging it out just to be able to get that sweet ancient takedown and the win. I'm expecting, no, I'm demanding to see fireworks to come out from both of these teams in the second game of this series. So, quick recap. Gacha Gang do take game
Okay.
1.5.
Yep.
Yes. So we'll also do a quick rundown of both teams. For No Cheese, you have Nope, Captain Catnip, QED, Wackadoodle, and Nod Yarby, maintaining the same roster for Game 2. Meanwhile, for Gacha Gang, you have Darika, Azadej, the defensive chart, Captain Nuno, and our MVP last game, Mr. Garnacho, and a personal favorite of Bugs himself. So it's like, yes. So take a look at our bans, though. Gacha Gang going with the same bans they did for Game 1.5, taking on both the Magnus and the Ricky. No Cheese banning the Rubik and surprisingly banning the Grimstroke. So kudos, Mr. Defensive Chart. Your your heroes
The
are
Spike ban is out.
targeted this game. Yes. The first phase pick does go to the Wind Ranger and followed up by the Dark Willow. What are you making of these very quick bans with the Pudge? The Dark Willow Pudge.
Whoa, Dark Willow into Punch straight up. That's very nice. It looks like they did ban the Rubik, but it looks like they might have wanted to pick the Enigma again, which did quite well for them, to be honest. But looks like they went straight to Dark Willow Punch. Enigma is still possible, definitely. Gacha Gang looks like they banned the same heroes, Ricky and uh, the Magnus. Was it the same heroes? I did
Yes.
see Magnus and Ricky, yeah,
Yeah.
last game.
Magnus and Ricky were also banned by Gachagan. But I don't think the first phase ban though was. I think it was Magnus. Yeah, the first phase ban was indeed Magnus, if I recall correctly. So Dark Widow and Pudge, where they're probably picking out their supports early. Catnip is known for having a really good Pudge, playing a really good Pudge. Meanwhile, Gacha Gang picking up Tusk once more. So Azadej maybe piloting this Tusk. What do you think of this first phase from both teams?
Well, Wind Ranger, first pick. Usually, Wind Ranger is more like a technician hero. Somebody is a specialist in it. So I assume we're gonna see a good Wind Ranger game. I'm not sure who plays it. It could be mid. It could be a support like Seb has done in the past. So quite interesting to see. Do you know where Wind Ranger will be played?
Um, I'm guessing if they're picking Wind Ranger confidently this early, it probably thinks that they don't think that anything they can draft can counter this, or like you personally said, there is a specialist on Gacha Gang. So given Garnacho's love for playmaking bids, he might pilot this Wind Ranger. He can also pilot this Tusk though. So it's like we're baiting you out by giving you heroes that Garnacho can potentially play. Puck is still on the field though, mind you. Meanwhile, for the bans for the second phase, Chaos Knight taken out pretty quickly by No Cheese. That's gonna make Junk Mall a very sad person. Gacha Gang meanwhile respond with Earthshaker. So knowing what we know now about the play styles of both teams, what are you expecting for No Cheese to be whipping out for game two?
No cheese. Well, they previously had an issue with not enough frontliners until their carry could come online. So I think they'll probably change that. Oh, look, respect man, Puck.
There's the
Looks like you don't expect Garnacho to be either playing the Tusk or Wind Ranger. They're still afraid of the Puck and they take it out. Very smart. I think smart. You don't want to give Garnacho Puck after that last game. I would be
yes.
scared.
Respect to Garnacho for pulling out for forcing No Cheese to spend the ban on the puck. They also ban out the Weaver, so they're looking to take out evasive heroes in this game. So they're trying to remove the possibility of having to once again chase heroes all over the map and
Ursa.
immediately pick up the Ursa. Ursa into Wind
That's
Ranger.
quite an early pick for Ursa. The Ursa reveal. Well, they had to pick it somewhere in this phase. Probably they should have picked it in the second pick of this phase, but now they give Gacha Gang the option to counter Ursa lane by having better picks.
True, true.
Let's see if this will backfire because Ursa has a specific playstyle. People know how Ursa is going to be played, what the objectives are, like Roshan. So if Gacha Gang now has the advantage of seeing the Ursa, they might be able to counter it with better picks.
Yes, yes, indeed. Now that they know that it's gonna be an Ursa carry, but on the flip side, though, Ursa is considered to be one of the strongest carries in this patch. He's been hardly touched in 7.32 East changes, so they're probably Nochi's probably hoping that this time they'll be able to pilot the Ursa to victory. Once again, giving Nope a
And they
frontlining
get the
victory.
Obsidian Destroyer. Well, Outworld Destroyer. My bad,
Wow,
that was
someone played.
copyrighted.
Someone's been here since Legacy. It's okay.
Yeah, definitely.
It's
Old gamer here.
yes. It's okay. It's okay, Boomer. Uh, you were there when you were there at the age when Dota was only written, when it was just a
Yeah.
mod, when it was just a custom map on Warcraft: The Frozen Throne. Gacha
Yeah.
Gang banning out Drow and Death Prophet to finish out third bans and picking up the OD
Invoker.
and the Invoker. So this further complicates things now. That's four heroes who could potentially play mid on the side of Gacha Gang. No cheese is like,
Here's
what the hell
here's
is.
this is interesting. Here's what's gonna happen. Invoker can definitely be a support. I see it, but I think Invoker would play better as a core here. However, Outworld Destroyer can definitely go to the off lane and screw Ursa's lane like crazy. Just keep putting him on the Astrals. He can't do shit. He can't farm. He has no mana, and he's just gonna get control of the whole game. I suspect this is their game plan for Gacha Gang.
Yes, probably deciding that they're going to counter the Ursa pick quite early by picking out, of course, someone who can go offlane in the Outworld Destroyer. It's going to be a bit of a despair game for Nope once again in this next one. Uh, the Invoker being picked quickly though does state that they might use Invoker more as a playmaker this time than as a core. So it's interesting to see what Gacha Gang is gonna go for. What do you think No Cheese is gonna go for with this next pick?
They have to figure out their off lane situation right now. I'm not sure where Pudge is going. If Pudge is going to the off lane, they might have a because Pudge is more of a damage dealing than a tank, and I don't think Flash Sheep is good against the heroes you see here, with the exception of maybe Wind Ranger. So I don't think Pudge is a good candidate for off lane right now. They might be better use him as a support or maybe even a mid. But yeah, they have to figure out their off lane. Unfortunately, this two heroes that we see that are melee, they're not tanky. I don't think they're tanky enough. Ursa's great, but you want him to do damage instead of tank. And if he's gonna get locked down by OD, you're gonna see what's his pick. A Tinker
Oh
pick.
my
Holy
god,
shit. This is one of those
Tinker.
games I see. OD, Tinker, Invoker. Everybody's going mid.
Yeah, well, I probably mean Silencer is gonna be a very interesting hero that's gonna be contested in the next few minutes. Yeah, this is gonna be a Tinker mid. I think they're anticipating that okay, they've already chosen their mid hero, so let's go with our mid hero in Tinker. It's gonna be a very annoying pick for No Cheese in this one. So, third phase bans. Gachigan taking out the Bounty Hunter immediately, probably although oddly enough, they're the ones who banned Bounty Hunter, though. I mean, I'm not sure if any heroes benefit. Probably the Invoker. So if they're taking out Bounty Hunter, it telegraphs that this Invoker is gonna be a core in this game. What are you expecting from the final phase in our draft? Any heroes
Okay,
you
so
predict?
they're looking at banning Gacha Gang's carries. They ban out Spectre. No Cheese looks like it's gonna be a last pick support or offlaner most likely, depending on where Pudge can go. So Gacha Gang is banning Mars. Okay, Mars actually is a good ban. They can lock down OD, Invoker, or both. Completely nullifies Wind Raiders out with the arena. So Mars is a great ban. That's a good call by Gacha Gang. So No Cheese here are looking to ban out the carry for Gacha Gang. Um, honestly, Faceless Void again, Cataclysm.
Faceless Void. Are we finally going to get the Faceless Void and make Bugs' dreams come true? They do ban out the
It would be
Naga
so
Siren.
cool.
Yes, they do ban out the Naga Siren as the last pick. So let's see. 12 seconds on the clock, 46 seconds reserve time. Gacha Gang, the hopes of the AUSEA in-house is that you pick Void, but of course the destiny is in your hands. Meanwhile, what kind of hero do you think Nochi is gonna pick up for their team?
They need somebody to tank up a bit more, in my opinion, or have solid heals. I would say Death Prophet, but there are not enough melee heroes in the enemy team, so not so good. Let's see who else goes into the off lane. Mars was a decent pick. Um, Underlord. The roots would be pretty good against the enemy team. Windranger Tusk not being able to escape if Outworld Destroyer saves an ally. They can root underneath it. Um, the alt is also infinite range. Oh, SF pick for
SF.
Gacha Gang.
So now we have five heroes who could potentially play mid.
I told you they're all going mid. Garnacho's gonna play five heroes, just they're all gonna share commands, and Garnacho's gonna play five-man mid.
Yes. We're going to see the birth of a new meta, the five-man mid rush. It's as if there's
But I would say that Gacha Gang's picks are kind of greedy. there's a there's a lot of farm required for those heroes to come online, unless like Invoker or OD would have to kind of sacrifice their farm a little bit. It's highly unlikely that they will all win the lane and win the mid game and be top three net worth. So we have to see how they distribute this farm, and somebody would have to go to a more utility based role. So no cheese have your last pick. I think Underlord's quite a decent pick. They won't have
yes.
they will have a good follow up for the Ursa initiate, but Ursa has to go in first apparently.
Yes.
Ooh, what else can we go
What did
here?
they pick? The
Doom.
Doom. The Doombringer,
Interesting.
the Lord of Hell, has come into No Cheese's lineup, and now you have Rose being as the teams are now beginning to pick up their roles. All right, so with the Doom final pick, which draft do you prefer? No Cheese or Gacha Gang?
Gacha Gang's greedy, but I'm gonna have to go to Gacha Gang again. I do not want to see Tinker win.
So for the
What do
first
you think,
time,
Aaron?
Caster Bias finally comes out, and Gacha Gang gets it just so that this Tinker is gonna lose. For me personally, um, I'd have to go with No Cheese though. Though No Cheese draft is a bit greedy though. You do have this Doom. Looks like he's gonna go mid. It looks like Wackadoo is gonna be piloting this Doom, or Nord RB is gonna go mid with this Tinker. Um, it the key to winning this game, I guess, is Nope's lane with Darika. Like Nope is gonna be, it was their win condition in the previous game, and now he's gonna be going up against a much difficult lane in Darika. So this should be interesting to see how No Cheese can pull this out. Though Caster calls it for Gacha Gang, so I'm kind of evenly split. Like I just want to see how this game goes. I don't have any hate against Tinker, since I'm not really a Tinker player. But you know that hero is annoying.
Indeed. There's a definitely merit to No Jesus hero picks. So it's really nice to see Doom being picked in the sense that you when you see Gacha Gang prioritize a hero, in terms of network, for example, between Ganacho and Dareka, two big heroes that can do a lot of things, Invoker and OD. You can choose to doom the more farmed one, or the one that's performing better, and just take him out of the fight.
All right, so astute observation from Bugs for this game too. All right, let's go to the rundown where we introduce to you the heroes and the heroes who are piloting them. On the Radiant side, for No Cheese, you have Nope on the Ursa, Catnip on the Podge, QED on the Dark Willow, Wackadoodle on Doom, who looks to be off lane this time, and Nodyar B on the Tinker. So a quick positional change on the side of No Cheese. Meanwhile, on the side of Gacha Gang, you have Darika on the Outworld Devourer, an Outworld Destroyer. Yes, I am a dirty Dota Legacy player. Azadej on the Wind Ranger, so to be a Wind Ranger support in this game. Defensive chart on the Tusk, Yuno on the Shadow Fiend, and Garnacho on the Invoker. So he's not necessarily going to be playing a playmaking role. It's going to be more like the backside one. Interesting though that they gave Tusk the defensive chart this time, and have Azadej be the be the support um, Wind Ranger. So what do you think is gonna go into how they pilot, or how
Oh, the punch hook.
Whoops! They
It
get the punch
gets.
hook. They get defensive chart. Defensive chart is probably. Oh wow! No, never mind. I thought he was gonna trap something, but never mind. He doesn't save himself. He gets
It was
killed.
almost cool. It was almost cool. He tried.
Yes.
He had to try.
Yeah. I mean, I got the idea. He was going to I shard himself out of the cliff range and back into the river, but unfortunately it went the wrong way. First blood going the way of no cheese, so a much better start for them this time. Well, kind of a much better start ish this game this time around.
Catnap is setting up for another hook in the bottom lane, but the observer ward might have seen him TP, and so Isodash getting going on to QED right now, but not much gonna happen. But Isodash runs to the bottom tower and puts that ward behind the tower. That's quite interesting to see.
Probably to anticipate these pudge hooks. Also,
He did that the last
it's
game
great
as
for
well.
it's
That
great for
was
sniping. It's great for sniping couriers as well. Like it's one of the more
yeah,
obvious
yeah.
ward spots and something that you should also know. But then again, like it's not something that you expect to have every game because not many people are capable of landing that one. So let's check out the lane. So on the top lane, defensive chart and Wackadoodle be forcing out each other from the lane while Yuno is happily farming once more. In the bot lane, a tri lane now going on as Nope is dueling with Darika for the for these last hits. Meanwhile, QED and Catnip looking for that opening to be able to get a good hook of one of these heroes and just start ramping up.
Oh, there we
very
go. Hook on
quickly.
Daraka.
Whoops. Hook on Darika. Darika lands hook. They do get the Bramble Maze. He gets the Fury Swipes and he's
Oh,
dead. Catnip landing the hook
the
on
patience pays
Darika.
off.
Yes. I think this is a lot better lot better for like a tri lane because unlike you don't really need this Pudge to show up in the lane for him to be useful. He just hooks his target and he and QED just share in the spoils. I think that's something to anticipate for no
Mid
Gacha
lane.
to take note of
OTR.
later on. Meanwhile, Garnacho and Nodyarb continue to trade blows. Nodyarb does have an advantage over Garnacho's. Oh, never mind though. Garnacho does have a bit
Shackle.
of advantage with the third.
Isodash. That's
Either
hooked
Edge,
in.
it gets hooks once more. Catnip is doing so much work. Darika doesn't have the astral imprisonment. He instead decides to let his core die. He does pick up Essence Flux as his third skill though. I mean, not levying astral imprisonment against the Podge. This is an interesting strategy from Gacha Gang.
Yeah, that was actually really cool. That Push just sitting there. I'm sorry, but this is a very C-esque gameplay. Your Push just sits in lane, and your carry is like, "Come on, do something." This time it pays off with the hooks. Wackadoodle getting shard on top, defensive chart, and
All
Yuno
right.
smacking him down.
Defensive chart and with the tag team does manage to land
There
him
he
down.
goes.
3 shallow raises is way too much even for Doom's hefty self. And defensive chart managing to get an early advantage on Wackadoodle. And once again, this tri lane means that whoever is playing the off lane is in a world of hurt in this remaining proceedings. Catnip though has made his way to mid. He does have the Smoke of Deceit online. He's probably looking for a hook on Garnacho. And he does
Oh, there
get
we
it!
go.
Hook on the Garnacho. They hit the combo on non-Yarbi. Is he dead? He is dead.
Catnap making the
Non-Yarbi
moves.
taken out by Catnip. Catnip just making the very rapid rotations, um, keeping this Gacha Gang team on their toes. Catnip is a dirty Pudge player. One of his signature heroes is the Pudge and played it to great effect in several of the other games. I mean, No G is going very fast and very aggressive this game too. I mean, were you surprised at No Cheese's sudden increase in aggression as Catnip does make TP his way back to mid? And he does
Letting
get a
no
hook
cheese have the
again!
game down. There we
What
go.
a hook!
Great hook.
Garnacho does manage to land a cold snap. And this time though, Azadej is ready for that. Garnacho picks up the water rune and allows him to walk away. It will force Azadej to join his mid laner Garnacho here because
Top lane.
meanwhile,
Wackadoodle
top
getting
lane,
caught on by defensive chart and Yuno.
yes, once
Gets
again, the
shard.
shards attack team and those shadow raises dealing enough to Wackadoodle. So Catnip is capable of making these rotations and is helping out his mid. In return, though, Wackadoodle is subjected to a world of hurt at the hands of Yuno and defensive chart. How long is No cheese getting
This
sick
punch
to the
is smoked in
strategy.
mid again.
And he's
Oh, there
hooked
we go.
again!
What a hook.
Garnacho. He's probably okay. I am sick and tired of this. I'm getting hooked all the
Oh,
time.
the shard.
But
What an
a
amazing
what a
shard.
shard!
They're out of mana.
NoJRB, however, NoJRB has overextended himself. Defensive chart with the tag team, but AZD just power shot is not enough to secure a kill. But now our supports are rotating toward this mid lane, so there may be something to Catnip staying in the mid and getting these hooks on Garnacho, though, because now it's forcing defensive chart and AZD to rotate mid to help out Garnacho. Oh,
Yeah,
Garnacho
NoJRB needs to stay alive here.
The EMP and the tornado, but
Oh,
he
no.
doesn't have mana, but he is overextended, but not doesn't really matter.
Can he
Defensive
survive?
chart with the tag team.
Oh, so close.
He dies. Defensive
He
chart
goes down.
very lucky to get get hit by the tower aggro and making that very deep tower dive worth it. Oh, then wow!
The hook in.
Garnacho get another hook, but this one gets a cold snap.
He gets the kill.
He gets
Solo
the
kill.
solo kill on Garnacho. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Daraka has been gone on by QED, and nope, though, unable to close the distance with the cooldown on his Earth Shock. So this should give Wackadoodle some respite against Yuno. Yuno, though, is leading both teams in CS. 40 last hits to 11 denies. The power of this Shadow Fiend is coming into full effect this game, too.
Yeah, just having the game that he wants, gets kills on the enemy offlaner. His support's making rotations. The enemy support is not doing anything in this lane. That's it, though. Catnip is coming in.
Yes.
Can he land his hook?
Are they going to attempt this on Yuno? And he does!
Oh, there we go! Blocked by the trees.
But
He tries to
Yuno
TP out, he gets cancelled.
But he gets cancelled by that blade, Inferno Blade, and Yuno is down. So Catnip
High five indeed.
landing these hooks. Meanwhile,
Oh,
NoJRB
they're
is
moving
in
to
trouble.
NoJRB.
EMP Tornado is locked. Shards have been locked in. Tag team is activated. NoJRB is running. Snowball does stop his defense. Is NoJRB able to get out? He doesn't. NoJRB is dead. Defensive chart does
Okay.
rotation, but
Catnip trying to go on
this live.
a defensive chart. Oh, nice.
Catnip is down.
Catnip right now all over the map making plays. 403. He has so many flash sheep stacks when it comes online.
Indeed.
Bottom.
Meanwhile, the bottom
Nope,
lane, Nope is running low, but QED with the Bramble Mace will keep him alive. Daraka maybe posturing for more, but decides against it.
Mid lane. Garnacho
Meanwhile,
gets
the mid
hooked.
lane, he gets hooked again. And now this
Dismember.
time with the dismember, but the EMP doesn't do anything to interrupt it. Garnacho is dropping low. The laser will take him down.
Easy peasy for Catnip. He knows what he's doing. He's playing his game. Walks up to heroes. Hooks them in the face. Absolute Chad gameplay.
Yes, Catnip is very quickly deciding how this space is gonna go with those rapid fire rotations. 503 already on Catnip. He's gonna be a very happy Pudge when he comes back, and now now Garnacho. He is a bit delayed. He's picking up the he is going to go for the Meteor Hammer. This game is queuing up the Perseverance as we speak. AZD and Defensive Chart are attempting to smoke, except AZD wasn't smoked, so it was just Defensive Chart
Hook.
with the Invisible. But this time, Catnip does miss that hook that time. Unfortunately.
Tusk invisible in the trees, in the backlines of.
Yes, he is hunting. He's a hunting. He's looking for this Pudge who's been a thorn in the side of Gacha Gang this entire game. So, meanwhile,
All the supports of Gacha Gang are mid now.
yes, they're probably looking for a kill now. They're saying they're tired of Catnip being able to roam free. We need to get this Garnacho in.
Garnacho.
Gets the EMP. I guess the tornado. Apologies. Tag team though does land with those snowball with the ice shards, and Catnip is dead.
And he goes
Mega
down.
kill streak given up by Gacha Gang to Ace of Edge, who does pick up this kill on the Pudge. So finally, they're making them pay for the Pudge's early aggression into the mid lane with an excellent gank. Meanwhile, Wackadoodle charges forward, dooms Yuno. Yuno is probably dead now. He's being run down by.
Project goes down to mid.
However,
Wackadoodle is
NoJRB
chasing.
is dead. Wackadoodle is chasing. Yuno is muted, and he is.
Can he get the
running out of
deny?
time. He's gonna get the deny.
He gets the
They
deny.
get the deny. They do lose their carry, but it is only a deny, so Wackadoodle does not enjoy any kill
Oh, the
satisfaction
courier
from that.
reveals him. Defensive charge sees him.
Oh, whoops! Defensive chart. He hits him with the ice shards, but Wackadoodle manages to skedaddle out of the way. Um,
This is not good for Wackadoodle here. He was actually gonna come back quite nicely with the Devourer and the supports moving out of the lane. But this failed gank on Yuno here, the failed move on Yuno here is delayed him now. He committed his doom and he didn't get much out of it because of the deny. This is not good because now he has no threat to Yuno. Yuno can just walk up to him and say, "Hey, I'm right here. I'm gonna raise you in the face. What can you do?" 100
yes.
seconds off of doom.
Mm-hmm. He has about 80 seconds until the
Yeah.
Doom comes back online, and Wackadoodle feels safe enough to go up against this Yuno, who is second in the net worth with 4,000 gold. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, both supports on the side of No Cheese are mainstaying here. They're probably looking for some action, as well as covering for Nope, who has retreated to his side jungle. He's not picking up the Battle Fury this game, but going straight for the Diffusal Blade. What do you think of that one?
In this case, he's in a better position to use the diffuser blade compared to the last game. He's a lot more tanky with the enrage, so he can actually pull off a lot of damage with the diffuser blade. It works better here as on Ursa as well because overpower gives him a lot of hits, and that the procs from the diffuser blade does a lot of damage to these low armored heroes like Wind Ranger, Invoker. So these are the targets I think he can kill easily. That's a good buy in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Yuno completing the Dragon Lance on and as well as the Power Treads on the Shadow Fiend, so it's going to be a very happy camper as he begins to clear out his side jungles. Meanwhile, on the side of No Cheese, Catnip and
Meteor
QED
Hammer
now,
bottom.
but Meme Hammer build is up, and apparently, if I don't ask for it, I will get it. Darika though is hit by
Oh
the
nope.
Furious Vibes, but he gets hooked. He gets his teammate hooked. He gets his teammate dead. Ace of Edge is dead.
Middle.
Meanwhile,
Nodyar goes down.
Nacho and their defensive chart do also take down Nodyar B. So a bit of a trade going on. They do lose their position for AZ Edge, but at the cost of their mid lane. But they do manage to get the mid laner in Nodyar B. Nodyar B is a bit delayed on the Blink Dagger as a result. And now QED
The hook going through
is
Canip?
going
Oh, a bit too short. It's always too short, man.
Nah.
Man.
Garnacho learned. He's like, hook me once, shame on you. Hook me like 8 times, shame on me.
Oh, there we go. The Meteor Hammer combo with the Tornado
Yes, however,
Cold Snap.
It do get there's the Walrus Punch, the Shackle Shot man.
But he's back. Instant TP.
He's going on defensive
Canip's
chart.
coming in.
Yes, are they gonna get this kill on defensive chart? Probably. Defensive chart is running low, but QED
Suicide to neutrals?
Nope.
No, QED!
QED
got him.
managing to get that Shadow Realm just in time before he could get denied by those neutrals. So next
Hook
level plays for
lands on Yuno.
And now, oh wow, and
He cancels the Requiem with the Dismember. He still has Requiem though. Can he stun him?
Nope.
Got him. Easy peasy. Nodyar with the blink now. This Tinker is gonna come online.
Yes, and this is.
However,
the
they do
part
lose the
where-
mid tower.
Yes. So Garnacho does take the mid tower exchange, but Nodyar with his Vink Dagger means that he's gonna become very, very annoying on the side of Gacha Gang. Although Gacha Gang probably don't mind, they are pushing out this bottom tower heavily. Nope is still hanging around, probably looking for some sort of
Nope.
fight. Nope, though may be in trouble. He does get hit with the
He hung
snowball,
around too long.
but he does
Can he get
pop
out?
off the enrage. It tanks the Walrus Punch, but now with the
Oh, no, Meteor Hammer.
does miss, but this time the Astral Imprisonment is in, and the second Meteor Hammer is going to hit.
Second
It
Meteor
doesn't
Hammer misses!
But he does get the Shadow Shock. He does get the Shackle Shot, and the EMP means he will not have any mana, but he is forced to back off. Timely use of the enrage to be able to get.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was great enrage use. The first enrage made the tornado really short, so he couldn't land the Meteor Hammer from Ganarcho, and this allowed him to escape everything else. Really good play by Nope. I thought he was dead.
Yes. Well, Darika probably might be.
Hammer top.
Catnip is in the position for a hook. He gets the hook. He gets the dismember, and Nodyar B
Darika goes
cleans
down.
up, but that Shackle Shop a bit too late to save it.
Meanwhile, top, Garnacho went on Wackadoodle. Oh, Tinker DC'd. So
And we
Ganache
get
went on Wackadoodle up top, did the Meteor Hammer combo, but with the hood, Wackadoodle just face tanks it. Doesn't give a shit. Still
wow,
has his
yeah,
Doom up.
early hood picked up by Wackadoodle, and the crash on the Tink, and the crash on Nod Yarby's Tinker. Apparently, his setup couldn't handle the stress of being forced to play a dirty Tinker, so now he has to reset in this fight. So while we're paused up, what do you think of the moves that both teams have been making so far?
I'm really impressed by No Cheese. No Cheese making moves that didn't see last game, especially with Catnip. MVP so far, making all the moves and allowing his Wackadoodle off lane, who was set solo against Yuno, move the enemy supports around the map so that now Wackadoodle, look at him. He's top net worth on his team. He's right underneath Yuno. He was half his last hits at a certain point in the gate in the laning stage. This is a great comeback. Understandably, it's a Doom with a Devour, but he had no lane in the first place, and now he's top net worth on his team.
Yes, the recovery on the thanks to the space making moves of Catnip, allowing Wackadoodle to um, recover. Though it is a good call, I think, for them to have Catnip be playing a more aggressive playmaking hero as compared to the Enigma in his previous game. It's done a ton of wonders space wise for this team.
Yeah,
However, they are moving
Wind
into
Ranger,
this. How
Shackle missed. Oh,
they get the shackle shot, the power shot also further misses, and I don't think
Tinker crashed again.
they will.
Are they gonna pause? Can you guys pause? Okay.
Okay, so second pause because apparently his laptop finally discovered that he is playing the Tinker and is deciding that he is going to peace out of this game. Yes, a warning to all Tinker
It's
players everywhere.
Gacha Gang keeps moving onto Wackadoodle, which is understandable. They see him on the map and they want to move on to the hero they can see. But Wackadoodle, I think he's doing this intentionally. He's just showing he's the tankiest hero on the map. He has Blink, he has Doom. He doesn't care. He wants them to go on him now. He's had his early game. He's come back from a shitty early lane, and he wants to give his team the space now. And it seems like Gacha Gang are kind of falling for it a little bit. If they can take him out, they need the damage to take him out. I don't think they do with just Meteor Hammers on two heroes here, OD and Invoker. I don't think it's enough.
Mm-hmm. That is true, though. They will require significant investment from the side of Gachagang in order to take out Wackadoodle. I do agree with your point. It is going to be very dangerous for Gachagang at this point to be able to even initiate into Wackadoodle. This gives him free reign on this top lane. Though, surprisingly, though, we're seeing a bit of a lull as both sides are starting to farm up their items. A lot of Meteor Hammers in this game.
Yeah, you're right. There's a bit of a lull now because both teams have lost their safe lane tier one. So there's a bit of darkness on the map for them. So they're not venturing so far out. Wackadoodle is the only hero that's really showing. Yuno is farming from the fog. Gacha Gang has the slight advantage because they did take out No Cheese's mid tower tier one. So they do have an advantage there. And they're able to farm in more positions outside of vision than No Cheese is able to.
All right, let's take a look at the item situation for this game. Um, Yuno already with the Yasha and is moving on towards the Crystalist, so probably dealing with that lack of damage that you mentioned a while ago on the side of Gachagang. Meanwhile, Garnacho with the Meteor Hammer and the Urn of Shadows, so probably going to a Spirit Vessel to help take down this very beefy Wackadoodle. And Darika with, of course, the earlier Meteor Hammer. We're getting a lot of Meteor Hammers this game. I'd say defensive chart
Um,
and
Ursa
manages.
is actually half. Sorry, Roshan is actually half HP. Ursa's been taking it for a while.
Yes.
They recognize. They always very right of them to recognize that Ursa is gonna take Roshan objective.
That's always the thing with the Roshan. Like, as long as you have Ursa, like, you know that Roche will always be an early objective for this team. And now both teams are congregated in and around the Roche pit. So, by the way, Darika building up towards that Aghanim Scepter and the Shard. So he's going to make his Astral Imprisonment have a lot more utility in this sense. Meanwhile, on the side of No Cheese, Nope already finishing his Diffusal Blade. So it's going to be an early fighter Ursa this time around. Meanwhile, Catnip is moving now towards Garnacho with
Oh, Ice Dash.
Ace Dash.
Instant eat out.
He does get the he does
Hooked
get the
into the
dismember
brambles.
into the EMP, but now Wackadoodle and Nope is not pushing in. The Doom is cast, but so is the Requiem of Soul, saving his life. Nope may be running pretty low, but he does get
Oh,
the
the synergy.
just at the same time as, but he doesn't get
Oh!
out anyway. Enrage ends his cooldown just as Daraka casts Sanity's Eclipse, taking out Nope. So they do lose the. However, Wackadoodle now has no Doom, but the Ice Shards blocking his path. But doesn't matter, he's got the Snowball coming in, but the Blink out will save his life just in time. Yuno is stunned up with the Cursed Crown, probably looking for setting up for another hook. And the no hook will be given, but the Meme
Oh,
Hammer
the Meteor Hammer
misses
doesn't land.
again.
That's a maxed out Astral Imprisonment. It's not gonna go.
Yes, indeed.
Hook kills
Catnip,
out Dash.
yes,
Noja
and
kills Dareka.
mm-hmm. Indeed, Wackadoodle just managing to take out the slightly low health Daraka. So they do turn this fight around, and now Gacha Gang is forced to call it a day.
Yeah, it was actually going really well for Gacha Gang. Oh, Yuno's getting gone by support. Uh, Dark Willow here with the spells. Actually, Dark Willow's so strong as a support. You can really kill enemy carries. It
And he
takes out
gets the
Yuno's courier as well.
And Yuno may not be in trouble. Wackadoodle, Catnip, and QED closing in
Oh
on
no.
Yuno. Does Yuno know this?
Hook.
Does Yuno know he's gonna be here? He gets the
Oh
hook!
no! He gets hooked.
And there
Great
it
movement
is.
here.
Wow. A bit- Greed is never good. That is the message of this game, basically. And so far, No Cheese making Gacha Gang pay for what you like I said was a bit greedier lineup by going on them pretty fast and pretty
Oh,
early.
there we go. The diffusal blade coming to play. Gets
On,
Snowball to save himself.
however,
Into the root.
into the root,
So
but
well played.
Wackadoodle does get the stun, and um, QED with the Bedlam. Am I? Oh yes. Oh, I was right. It was the Bedlam.
Yeah, bad luck. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. So the Bedlam does deal enough damage to take out the supports on the side of Gacha Gang. And now they're.
Roshan's free now.
Mm-hmm.
They
And,
can just go into Roshan right now.
and they are. They're going for it.
Yeah,
Nope
let's go.
is almost full health with the Enrage up, so should be able to face tank this Roshan no problemo. And I don't think with the supports dead, or rather they're just up, but with Garnacho.
Oh no, Sunstrike. Okay, he doesn't
see
care.
It, they
He doesn't
see it,
care.
They see it. They know that he's going into the Roche. And but now Garnacho deciding he's gonna go into, and he gets it.
Oh, the hook.
He gets the hook. Garnacho, the Meme Hammer, was
And he even
far too
pre-dusted.
late, and now
No,
he
no,
gets
no. That
dust.
was Garnacho. Oh yeah, Garnacho was dusted. Yeah.
Yes, Garnacho was dusted, but the ice wall may slow down Wackadoodle a bit and prevent some kind of escape. But no RB just runs out of
Oh.
mana, but just in time for that last missile to take out his, for that last missile to take out.
That was great play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that
Great
was
play by Catnip.
Catnip. Yes, indeed, anticipating that he was gonna go Meme Hammer side. Just as he was casting the hammer, he dropped the hook on him and he got the initiate. Though it did require Wackadoodle to teleport bot, though. So I'm not sure. So drawing 3 heroes to himself and allowing Darika and Yuno to keep farming, though, is a pretty good compromise, I'd say.
It's still a mid lane. I would say it's quite an even trade, but still it's still a mid lane kill. You prevent you kind of stop Garnacho from scaling a little bit. Otherwise he might have gotten a solo kill on Tinker, which would not be so good for No Cheese. But honestly, great gameplay by Catnip here on Pudge. He knows who he's gonna kill. He prepares the tools to kill them. Gets into perfect position, lands the hooks. Good stuff. This is top tier support Pudge gameplay. This is the Pudge I want to see on my team, not the enemy team. But this is the Pudges I get on the enemy team.
Okay, remember whoever bugs his team for this AUSEA, you know the kind of Pudge he wants. All right. So if you want a crash course on how to be a Pudge, watch the replay of this game,
Oh,
which will be
defensive
available.
chart.
Defensive chart does get the Requiem of Souls out, but unfortunately it will not be enough to save his life. Yuno is used to the ultimate, unable to save his support, And defensive charge goes down. And now, Wackadoodle does very nearly land the Doom, but the blink away from the from Garnacho manages to save his life just in time. So now all of a sudden, no cheese feel very very strong. They're roaming as a four. They're actively hunting for kills. Um, Meanwhile, Darika
Yeah.
is still has a ways to go. He's still farming up that Aghanim, so I think Aghanims is that power spike for him. What's if you're no cheese? Like, what's the next stage of play for your team?
No cheese. I think what you're doing right now is right. They have to move Catnip around. They move one or two cores with him, get the pickoffs that they need on the big heroes like Garnacho, get the pickoffs on Yuno, stop these guys from scaling. This allows Yuno, this allows Nope, sorry, to continue scaling on his Ursa, gets to the big carry, big strong carry that he was in the last game, and absolutely demolish everyone else when that time comes. So they're gonna need to meet these two power spikes. But if you pay attention, despite the 20-9 kill score, Gacha Gang has a net worth lead.
That is
Yuno has
correct.
just been farming away.
That is correct though. That even with a 20 to 9 kill score, they're pretty even towers wise. You're not seeing like Gacha Gang like despair. Like this game is still very much playable for Gacha Gang, mainly because mainly because Garnacho is doing such a great job spacing out these enforcing these pushes, forcing the rest of No Cheese to respond, and of course, like you said, is just happily farming away. Already has the silver edge. So although I don't see any hero that's gonna benefit from the break, I think it's primarily for the invisibility, just to give him some escape on his hero. Meanwhile, for Gacha Gang, what's the play here? You Yes, you are correct that they are up in net worth, but they are down in kills. And at the moment, No Cheese is roaming around like an unstoppable death machine. What's the
Oh,
play
they're
here?
moving in. Catnip is actually in position to try to land a hook already. But they see him. Defensive chart sees him.
Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, that good call there. They
They all
do.
ping out the ward, and they kind of know that they all see each other.
Yes.
Very high level player from each team.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about Gacha Gang, I think
Yes.
they'll be very happy. Oh gosh, neighbors. Uh, I hope nobody gets broken in right now. Well, they're very happy that Yuno is farming like crazy. Their next timings I think would be BKB timings on either Dareka, Invoker, Garnacho, or Yuno. I think Yuno is the key person here to be having his BKB because it's not enough damage on Garnacho and Dareka to do it. They are both building more utility, and Meteor Hammers can only do so much. So it's mostly on Yuno now to do damage. That's why the kill score is kind of low, right? Yuno's been farming away. He's getting the big net worth in, and they haven't really engaged, like locked in his damage into the fights. So right now the kill score is low, but the money is there for Yuno to really explode.
Yes, though he is, but he's not going for the BKB though. He is farming out for this Manta style though, pretty early. He's eschewing the BKB like a typical Archon level carry is going to do. Garnacho might be in trouble though. He has four heroes converging on his position. Catnip though, he does.
Whoa! He catches a glimpse of Catnip and instantly guts out.
No, that's
Smart
when he realized like,
play.
wow, there's
Oh,
so many.
dust!
Oh no, he
He
runs
walks
into
into QED, but yeah, the dust was too late.
yes, he walks into Q. Yeah, that what a play though to be able for him to have the wherewithal to just blink away. And now, the defensive chart does come in for defensive purposes, of course, but Garnacho is perfectly safe. Their bottom tier
So
one.
they're training offlane towers here right now, both teams. The top tower just goes down so easy. Look, Yuno's damage is so big,
Yes, and now the
and he's
deeping
the
in
presence
is
aura too.
probably will be the fight that we've been expecting from this team. They do cancel out the TP from Azadej. So I think they will just be happy to give up this tower. Wackadoodle,
Oh, they
however,
jump with Dareka.
let's get in. He does land the tornado, the EMP. The Astral saves himself from the hook. Nope.
Man goes up to
Still.
get the Doom off? No. He
Whoa.
puts himself
Wow, and
under
it
again.
does and with the Requiem of Souls and the Astral and the big bang from both teams.
The hook misses.
Wackadoodle and Nope are dead. However, defensive chart does get dismembered on, and there it is. Nod Yarby with the laser to take out the Catnip, though, is being gone on. Garnacho is initiating onto Capnip, but unfortunately won't be enough.
Oh, two-man stun on
QED
Curse
gets the
Crown.
Cursed Crown. Is dropping low.
Meteor Hammer on Tinker.
No, RB manages,
Oh, he gets
doesn't get
destroyed.
out in time. And Darika take him out.
Team wipe.
Catnip is low. Catnip is dead.
Team wipe. There we go.
Wipe on the side of, and yeah, no buybacks used. Surprisingly.
That was good stuff from Gacha Gang. They bring in, knowing that he is the key to winning fights, and they win. It's just like that. 5-man team wipe. Even though they did get gone on first, they managed to stall out with this Astral Imprisonment from Dareka. The 2 charges prevents him from getting doomed and gives time for to come in and fear them all away. Good stuff.
Yes. Also, it's also interesting to note Wackadoodle was not able to land his doom that fight, so he still has it for this upcoming fight. But yes, what a sequence from Gacha Gang, making use of their superior team fight in that game at least, or in that fight at least, to their advantage. And now they're just gonna continue to build up this net worth lead, standing at 6K net worth 29 minutes in. So tier 3s are now starting to drop for both teams. Surprisingly, Roche has not been taken by either side yet. They've effectively shut down the Roche for no cheese in this game.
Yeah, I think Nope needs to find a way on his team to make the space to go into Roshan, because it seems like they can't fight into right now. So they really have to either get a pick off on Garnacho and use that 5-man into Roshan to get the objective, or they can't. They have to sneak it somehow, which would be hard. I think Gacha Gang has got their game plan figured out, and look, they're all posturing around Roche already. They all are ready to react to any Roche play.
Indeed. This next Roche is probably going to be the major objective, I guess, for both teams to take in this succeeding team fight. So what's the
BKB's queued up.
Yes. What timing are we awaiting now on the side of both teams? Like, what item timings do you think we will be seeing before we get to see our next fight?
I would really like to see buy a BKB. In his last game on Morphling, he did buy BKB the last item. So I don't think that will be good for him in this game. There's a lot of options. Despite Doom and Dismember going through BKB, this BKB will help him deal with Tinker. If he gets lasered by Tinker, they don't need to care. The just doesn't do damage, right, from his auto attacks. So this is what I would like to see on Gacha Gang.
All right. Now, once again, they do manage to get
on
the hook, but immediate astral imprisonment. But this time, the Nope is not.
Oh no, Yuno's getting caught.
The fear is dropped. Nope has activated his Enrage, and is dead. Defensive charge falls not long after at the hands of Catnip. Azadej and the rest of Gacha Gang is on the run, but now Nodyar, we're hitting them with the missile. That Darika is dead. Azadej with the wind run should be able to last them a bit longer, but the blink is in for Wackadoodle. They do manage to hit.
Oh, Tornado, not enough.
That's a 4-man. That's a 4 here.
Triple kill on the Tinker.
Yes.
Filthy Tinker player. Good stuff. But Invoker wasn't there, I think, that fight. And got caught out without BKB. He got feared, and that's it. He gets gone on by Ursa, deleted. Now Ursa, free option to go take Roche. Nobody can contest this unless Garnacho wants to make a super ballsy play.
Yes, they can.
Look, Garnacho is smoked up and Ghost Walk heading towards Roche pit. He wants to steal.
Are we gonna see?
He knows what's going on.
Are we gonna see RTZ Lima Major level skill?
He cannot wait for his allies to spawn.
Yes.
Oh, this is so risky. Sunstrike to see.
Oh,
is he gonna try for it? He's gonna go for it. Tornado! No, not fast enough! Not fast enough. He almost had it. He almost had it.
Though he does manage to get away, but the Doom lands on him anyway. So now he is in a very dangerous spot. BKB is gonna run out very soon. He is dead.
Garnacho. If he was playing the puck, I think he would have gotten it.
Yeah. I think the puck would have made a world of difference if he was going.
Holy shit! That's half HP of rockets flying towards these two heroes. Holy crap! Nodia deletes Izadesh.
Whoops! Now Nope is now charging in. Pops the Enrage. Wackadoodle with the Scorch Earth. Not long after, Dareka is dead. The Astral Imprint.
Dareka dies.
Yes, indeed. The Sanity's Eclipse not enough to save his life. So now,
and
all of a sudden,
is just It's so tough to play this game without BKB. Please queue up a BKB, you know. You're the strongest hero on the map. Buy a BKB. Nobody can touch you.
Yes, so now the pleas of the casters have come forth. BKB, you must buy. The question is, will heed the advice? Or will he just decide to go Silver Edge and maybe do something very, very cheeky? Although the ward here does see him, so it will be interesting to see if he continues to do this. However, nope.
Oh, nope, almost gets him.
Yes, nope. Like I said, this early ward saw him charging in with the Silver Edge, so I think that's why Nope thought he could hop in. But Smoke is up though. It looks like they might be attempting a play this time around, especially now that Garnacho is up and running. They fought.
Yeah,
Yeah, never mind. The tier 2 is not yet down. Uh,
they glyph it. Do they dare to take it? Nope. Yeah,
no,
he has
so
Aegis. He's got the balls to do it.
yes. Now, they spot the catnip though. Catnip got hit with the walrus punch with those ice shards and with the snowball. However, the fear of Requiem of Souls does manage to land Catnip.
Catnip is still alive.
Yes, he is. And he manages to take defensive chart down. However, does get away thanks with the help of Astral Imprisonment with the Axe upgrade, allowing him to get out of safety. Meanwhile, Garnacho has landed the combo, the Chaos Meteor and the Deafening Blast, but he does manage to get out and get away safely. Thanks, of course,
Yeah,
to that Ghost
Eels.
Walk. So the
Eel
dude,
Scepter saving QED's life from the meteors. Overall, despite such a big, a lot of spells being thrown, only defensive chart dies. Even Catnip survives. And look at Catnip, he has 20 flash sheeps for a lowest net worth in Team Punch, like 6k net worth. He's super tanky, 2.4k HP. He has shard, he can save an ally too if he doesn't die. He can save one ally. Meanwhile, top lane Tinker,
Tinker, however, he's being gone on and he is dead. And the rest of Gacha Gang with a great move, finally taking out the Dirty Tinker mega kill streak picked up by So it's going to go a long way to helping them come back into this game. Meanwhile, Nope with the DD and the Aegis, probably looking for a fight here. He's probably going to he spots out defensive chart, but he does manage to get out. However, is not out of the woods just yet. Catnip though with the dust, but it doesn't catch him,
Catnip?
but he catches
Does he-
him anyway. Wow.
he gets saved by the Rekka. The Rekka gets doomed though.
The Rekka gets doomed. The Rekka hits. However, Nope is man fighting. Is dropping dangerously low. Nope is still probably at mid health. Wackadoodle, however,
Aegis goes down.
survives, but he does remove the Aegis, and Wackadoodle is still up. Garnacho is hitting up him with all of his minions possible, but with the Water Sponge and the tag team, Wackadoodle's life is forfeit. Wackadoodle is down, so they do manage to remove the Aegis, but they lose their offlaner. Although, actually no, there's actually a pretty good fight at the side of Gacha Gang. They lose 3, they pop the Aegis. Good stuff.
Yeah, that's actually really good. I'm surprised that SF managed to do so much without a BKB. And I still think he needs to go for BKB. He could do so much more. He got feared, he got rooted, and he still survives. He managed to man up against Nope's Ursa. Good, somehow managed to pull through that fight.
The question we're going to be asking at the end of this game is BKB truly an item that every carry needs to pick up?
Not in Southeast Asia.
No, not in Southeast Asia indeed. Southeast Asian Dota rearing its ugly head here with the lack of a BKBs. All right,
You can see Shadow Fiend is queued up an Arcane Blink. This is peak Southeast Asian Dota.
Nah, he's going for the RTZ blink in, Requiem, Steel Aegis kind of play. I want to see that though. Let's see if they're successful the second time they try to steal an Aegis though.
Yeah.
Gacha Gang pushing hard towards the bot lane. Meanwhile, No Cheese is setting themselves up. I think they're going to look for a fight even without Aegis. So I wonder how they're going to pull this off. Catnip does get
at
the hook
Darika.
on Darika. Darika immediately Astral imprisons him. Darika may be safe, however, Aza
Oh no, Eyes!
that unfortunately gets hit with the
gets
E-Blade
saved, though.
combo, but he is safe. Thanks to
Oh
the
no,
Astral imprisonment,
Darika
however,
DCs. Are they gonna pause?
Darika
Alright, they paused.
DCs.
Right after the save, luckily he got the save off, and Eyes didn't die. And this fight didn't go that bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there were no big ultimate. Oh wait, there was a big ultimate used, and No, actually, there wasn't.
No,
Both
no,
teams.
there was not, there was not. Everybody's good to go. Couple heroes are low on mana because they got hit by EMP. Everybody's gonna reset and just kill creeps again.
Yeah, yeah,
We
but
got this. Look at the net worth discrepancy though. You're less than
yes.
1K apart.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, actually, the net worth lead has indeed closed. They're about 20 gold. I don't know, about 1,000 gold ahead. Win probability is around 62% in favor of no cheese. So this game is not over by any stretch of the word. Someone AFK, don't unpause, please. Begs nope on the side of no cheese.
Yeah,
So
players are probably rushing to the toilet. It's been 2.5 games.
yes,
2.5 games. Somebody needs to pee.
yeah, I don't blame them
Understandable.
though. I think both teams are gonna drag themselves to to the deep waters of this game, judging by
Yeah,
how close
I
this.
think both casters need to pee too.
No, no, I'm good. I got my bottle next to
Are
me.
you?
It's empty
Your
now.
bottle?
It's
Oh
no,
wow.
my bottle's empty now. So like, so if need be, but don't worry, I can hold my bladder long enough to be able to finish casting this amazing series between Gacha Gang and No Cheese. Like you can't peel away for a second from the action because it comes hard and it comes heavy.
Yeah, definitely. You know what? I'm gonna take your advice. I'm gonna empty my bottle too. I'm
Yes.
gonna drink it all. Let's go.
Yes. All right. Last push. Let's complete this. Let's complete this game two together, and let's see the high level Dota that we've come to expect from both teams. So while
So this is what I predict. Okay, while we're at a pause, we can look forward ahead, right?
okay,
They're quite even. Somebody's gonna come ahead. I would expect Ursa to be able to come ahead, bring his team forward a little bit, and they're gonna push high ground, right? And because they have the Roche advantage, they can take Roche, they can take objectives a bit stronger right now as a team. They have BKBs, so they're gonna come up ahead real soon. They're gonna push into high ground. They're gonna crash and burn. The Gacha gang's gonna come on top after that, and they're gonna push high ground, and they're gonna crash and burn, and then No Cheese is gonna come back. They're gonna push high ground, and they're gonna crash and burn.
yes,
It's gonna be a 2 hour game, Aaron. It's
yes,
2 hours.
2 hours of both teams alternating between besieging high ground and getting their high ground sieged. So it's gonna be like I said, it's a very even keel game between these two teams, and honestly, the only ones who are winning are the casters. We get
Yeah,
to
and
comment.
the casters bottles.
Yes, indeed, we get to witness some high quality Dota, and probably answer the call of nature in between. But you know, let's hope for the best for both teams. Both teams are posturing around this bot lane. No Cheese trying to defend its tier two bot. Meanwhile, Gacha Gang probably looking for a fight of their own. They do feel strong now on at this point of the game. So with a bit of a lull, let's go through our items. Start with No Cheese because um, Nope does have a BKB, and it probably will help Bugs blood, Bugs' blood pressure lower a bit because you do have a carry with BKB in this game. Um, he's not queuing up anything, so probably going for that Satanic. He's holding on the gold for that. Meanwhile, on the mid lane, Tinker, E-Blade already finished. Aghanims picked up by uh, Nod Yarb. So he's gonna start shrinking fools into tiny bite-sized pieces. Nod Yarb is really, really forced out against, and is surrounded on all sides by the Gacha Gang, but he does get away. Um, Meanwhile, the off lane Doom does pick up the Boots of Bearing and the Pipe of Insight. Gonna do just just stack loading auras on this hero at this point. Nod Yarb is TPing at a very dangerous spot, but he decides the better of it.
Yeah, heads up.
And that's probably like,
We see we see OD going mostly utility build with the shard and the Aghanims, building BKB for more defensive just in case. Likewise, actually for Invoker, BKB, Vessel, Meteor Hammer, Blink. These are not items you expect to see on a hero that you uh, are going to carry with. These are items you see that enable the team fight, enable your carry, and solve the problems that your carry cannot solve. And in this case, SF, who is the carry, full damage. Looking forward to the Arcane Blink spell usage. That would be so cool. I would like to see an RTZ moment again. However, no BKB. But we'll see it soon. I believe in This last item BKB always comes true.
Yes, we will see if Yuno does indeed pick up the BKB and finally quell all the worries on poor Bugs' heart. Just cannot bear to see a carry build everything except BKB in this game. Yes.
Not in this situation. You're fighting a Tinker. You need a BKB. You're fighting a Dark Will of Fear. You're not gonna be able to get things done if you don't BKB. Just out of love for the carry position, you need to get things done. You need the BKB. But also Ursa here, going for the Basher, which is much needed. With BKB and Basher, he can just go on anybody, lock them down, finish them off, but just by himself really.
Yes. However, Yuno is pushed up, but
Oh
he
no!
is invisible. However, the preemptive smoke, Yuno
Whoa!
is
He still
trying to
dusted.
get away, but he is still dusted. Nope, is now giving full chase. He is very much vitally deep. However, Yuno
Oh.
doesn't get away. He dies at the hands of Catnip. What a call for Catnip to just dust
Catnip.
there out of nowhere, leading to the Yuno.
Kind of really making the plays. The dust was so good. Unfortunately, or Shadow Bladed, sorry, Silver Edged before the Manta dispelling the dust. So he had to Manta after Silver Edging, so he didn't have the benefit of invisibility. Quite unfortunate chain of events there. And Garnacho's doing Garnacho things at the bottom.
Yes, Garnacho pushing out the bot lane, forcing Nod Yarbi to TP back. So ironically, ordinarily would be the reverse. However,
Garnacho getting
Nod
caught out.
Yarbi has been caught. However, the Lincolns does come
Mashed.
online. However, the batches come in, the
Hooked.
hooks have come in as well, and he is dead. The BKB is not enough. So maybe there is some benefit to not getting BKB first, because now it deprives him of items that he may have needed to survive that one.
Oh no, that was all catnip, to be honest. The dust, the preemptive dust, so good. Solves. He knows he's gonna when he knows he's gonna gank an invoker, or he knows that there's an potential invoker gank. The whole game he's been buying dust, preemptively dusting the invoker before he even goes into Ghost Walk. He's ready for this. This guy is playing like a god, enabling his whole team.
Indeed, yes. Catnip just making all things happen in the map. Meanwhile, he does get Astron imprisoned, so well, there's that.
And yeah, our pos 4 god just lost his courier to creeps. Sad.
The caster curse coming fully and well online on the side of No Cheese, and now No Cheese moving into the Roshan immediately. Do Gacha Gang know this, or are they gonna contest it? I mean,
Garnacho's down. I don't think they will. They're all moving to the other side of the map. Look, has just smoked to the other side of the map. Probably trying to catch the... Nope, he hits the creeps. Oh well. He's a
Okay.
carry. Definitely a carry player.
Indeed, Age is not picked up by the No Cheese. The shard is going to who's our lucky winner?
Let's see who gets it.
Oh no, I think Tinker gets it. He
Tinker gets it?
uses either lens.
Oh yeah. Warp Flare.
Warp Flare. Teleport. Yeah, it's actually the first time I'm gonna see Warp Flare being used in a game.
Alright,
So,
let's
like,
see if we can catch it on stream.
Yes, we will see for the first time in the history of AUSEA in-house the use of Warp Flare.
Warp Flare, I would say there's good utility to Warp Flare here in this game. Dareka being the long range save for the Gacha Gang team. If he gets the Warp Flare off from Tinker onto Dareka's OD, we're gonna see him having way shorter range on Astral Imprisonment save. So he might not be able to get off those saves. 40% cost and attack range reduction. This is actually major. You can get the enemy carry
Okay,
out of
and
position
however,
or middle lane,
no,
top lane.
Nope, no, right, sorry, my apologies. Catnip has managed to take out defensive chart after an excellent hook on his end. So now they're just going all in on this, and now
Dareka!
Dareka
Saves.
does get the save with the Astral Imprisonment. However, Blackadoodle and Nope with the preemptive BKBs, they managed to take out Nod RB, but at the cost of Dareka. Dareka is, however, the buybacks now coming in for the Tusk. And remember what you said? They're going to siege up High Gun and fail, and this may be it. Catnip is hitting the
Destroyed.
Dismember, but he doesn't get it. And now both teams are not charging forward. Remember, Nope has no BKB. He only has or even he still has the enrage, but now with Gacha Gang in full chase, they may be looking for Nope, and Nope does get the blink away, so he is probably safe. Wackadoodle though is still in trouble. He does get hit with the tornado
Dark
and the
Willow.
ice path. Um,
Dark Willow goes
Garnacho being
down.
hit with the. Oh right, oh right. I didn't see that. Huh, nice. So defensive Jart does make the buyback make the buyback count and takes out Dark Willow. Meanwhile,
He
man,
used the creep. He used the siege
yes,
creep.
that we got on stream.
That we got on stream.
Yes,
That
so
was close.
to
He was
Mr.
trying to click really hard on the Ursa
Yes,
and he got the creep instead. Siege
yes,
creep's too fat.
indeed, yes. The I think he was aiming for uh, Nope that time, but unfortunately, he is just denied by the siege creep, who just want to be taken for a ride instead. But now just parlaying it into taking the top tier, the mid tier too. So, is the prophecy
Yeah.
coming true? Are we going to see both teams fail at high grounding, at high ground sieging?
Well, one really important thing that was pointed out by chat here is that Doom got casted on Garnacho's Lincolns, so he didn't get Doom off. Technically, he got Doom onto the Lincolns, and um, yeah, Garnacho was free to play the game.
Yes.
And over here, one this counter synergy with Black King Bar and Dereka's OD is that if your allies are Black King Bar, including yourself, you cannot actually put yourself or that ally under astral imprisonment. So you cannot save an ally that's BKB. So
Oh.
maybe that's what Yuno is thinking. Is like, Dareka can save me. I'm not getting BKB then.
Wow, that's a lot of reliance on your that's a lot of trust on your pos 3 to constantly make those astral imprisonment saves time in and time out. But I do agree though that if he's putting his life in the hands of Darika, and Darika has to take on the responsibility of keeping his pos 1 alive. He is building now towards the crystal, is going full on. I mean, never mind. He's going for the satanic this time, so he wants to be able to stand and trade with Nope in this game. Aegis is still up though, but only a minute, under a minute left on this Aegis. They have to make a move now.
Yeah, I think they might not be able to get anything done with this Aegis. They didn't get the push on the top lane. If Gacha Gang is timing it right, they might be able to get a smoke move onto this Aegis right as it expires. Um, One thing I want to point out is that some of these fights that are getting extended really long, right? Garnacho is getting the big EMPs off onto Doom, onto Ursa, and these high HP, low mana heroes just really can't do much because of that. They
Here
get
we go.
s-
Hex
you know
Hex
the
landed
top.
on Nolyarb. Nolyarb though with the BKB, and Garnacho is forced to retreat. But
About
yeah,
that, BKB forced.
indeed. So BKB was forced on Nolyarb. The Hex reveal though on Garnacho, which means that they now have some lockdown to take out Nolyarb. However, both teams are now preparing to engage. Catnip is smoked
Aegis
up along
expired.
with Wackadoodle. Aegis though does expire. Catnip though is very forward. He gets hit with the tornado and the EMP. He is quite very far forward, and they're not gonna settle for anything though. He does get the blade mail though, so blade mail is up for Nonya. However, Wackadoodle though sees Garnacho. Garnacho though manages to text him immediately. Ice Path is out. He is hit by the cold snap and the queen is what the Lotus Orb does come in. He does manage to get the vengeance, but the fear from Yuno. Yuno is not going in. Yuno has
Oh,
managed to get Nope at a low position, but Nope does cast the BKB
he
and
gets
is
eaten,
enraged.
eaten
He
by
is
Pudge.
enraged. Yes, he is safe, and now he probably is gonna go back in. Remember he doesn't have his BKB anymore. He doesn't have enraged. He's
Bash.
quite low. He is
No.
dead, and Catnip missing the hook. But now, um, Catnip missing the hook there, though, probably would have enabled him to pick up. Catnip has also fallen dangerously though. Defensive shard hitting the snowball
Baraka
and
on the side.
the tide and the ice shards. So he does manage to save his life. Darika, though, does manage to get the UED, but the Yules may have saved him his life. And with the Shadow Realm up, he is going to get away safely. Meanwhile, Yuno is now pushing very deep into his enemy tower. No,
Oh, he
Yarbi
gets hexed.
has
Oh,
get hexed. He gets Yules. Rather, he gets tornadoed, and he
Garnacho.
is dead. Garnacho
Man.
making his presence felt after playing such a long time playing the split pusher. Now he has arrived to the team fight scene. What a fight.
Garnacho honestly is playing so well these two games. He's going more utility based invoker, but he's still top. He still beats the net worth of the carry on the other team, and he's doing so much damage to the enemy team by just being there and casting the right spells. He catches Nordia at the back here. And the presence of mind to be positioned in that way, so good.
Yes. Tier 2, Tier 3 tower and Tier 3 racks on the top lane has been taken out, and now they're quickly positioned to the mid. All of a sudden, Gacha Gang may be blowing this game wide open.
Yeah, let's see if they crash and burn on this push. Still does not have a BKB, so there is potential to crash and burn here and have another swing into the other direction. We're running to 50 minutes now. Um,
Yes.
70% win rate to Gacha Gang. Previously, it was 62 to No Cheese. So you can see how far it's swung.
Indeed, and all of a sudden, Catnip able to land those hooks.
And it,
The Gale Force it, and they do manage to take out Catnip with those heavy hits, both the Requiem of Souls and those hits from the Shadow Rays. However, Nope is not the dangerous position. He's about to get hit with the.
wait,
However,
this
he
is
gets the Walrus kick, but it's not enough. However, Doom is cast on Darika. That means the save is no longer possible on the side of Nope, but on the side of but they do manage to get away.
oh, Sunstrike misses.
Sunstrike missed on Nope, and Nope does manage to get away. But with no BKB, I don't think he'll be able to re-engage in this fight. Wackadoodle does get the Walrus kick does get hit by the
Reflected.
Walrus kick on the hit of defensive chart. But with that Lotus, though, he does manage to get away. QED, though, falls to
Oh, he gets stuck.
Garnacho. Garnacho, though,
He
does
blinks out.
manage to get the blink out. While
He gets reflects again. This is so crazy. Two fights in all two different directions.
Yes. However, Wackadoodle is finally taken down at the hands of and the rest of the Gacha gang, who do finally get rid of this Lotus orb using Wackadoodle. Meanwhile, the mid lane is being hit hard, and it's pretty much down. They're pushing.
Yeah, this looks really bad. For no cheese. Only Catnip has buyback and it's gonna spawn 3 seconds. Wackadoodle's down for 70 more seconds. It's all up to Tinker. Tinker high ground is
Nope.
dangerous.
Here
But
we go.
is it enough?
Oh no, here we go. The hook is now on Nope. However, Nope does get managed to hook away. However,
Tinker!
the Tinker though, he's in a compromised position. He's in the middle of an MVP fight. And he is dead
Nice
at
back.
the hands of the hands of Gacha Gang. Meanwhile, just hitting Nope, but that enrage saving his life.
Oh,
However,
he kills!
he's back. However, Nodyarb with the
2 kills!
buyback. He gets 2 kills. Is he gonna get? He
3
does
kills!
get it. Nodyarb does manage to save
Don't
the
get hexed.
life of his team.
Hex him
However,
back.
the Lincoln Sphere protects him from the E-Blade, and he does get away. Mega Creeps now on the side. However, he does come back. He does
gonna
come back
hex
into
him?
this game. However, he gets the E-Blade
Oh,
and the
for
laser.
Alpha kill
He
Nodia!
gets 5 kills. Nodyarb. That timely buyback may continue to extend this game. Though, yes, they are megas.
They managed an amazing defense, but yeah, you are right. They are megas. The game is really stacked against them. Tinker's not the hero he used to be with Martial Machines, where you could infinitely defend. They do not have Battle Fury on Ursa. Their AoE damage is kind of lacking. They have to laser the creeps. This is dangerous for Tinker because he has to stand in the creeps here just to get the laser off in the AoE.
Yeah, surprisingly, we still don't get
But these- yeah.
we still don't get to see any use of the warp flare in this game. Chat, I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe he's not used to it. You see, if you're not used to it, you might not click it.
Indeed, like, okay, now both teams are not going, or no, rather, No Cheese is not going for Roshan. I think it's going to be the next objective. Though they do leave their base undefended to an advancing horde of mega creeps now coming in. What's the play now for both teams? Not just for No Cheese, but for Gacha Gang as well.
Oh man, this is so tough. I think Ursa needs like a refresher, but he has to go Battle Fury just to defend the base. Ursa needs either a refresher or like maybe an Octarine core to get more enrages off. The supports are not enough to defend this base, and there's no save when goes on somebody. So it's really tough. There are multiple things that needs to get done. Pudge probably needs a blink to be able to blink save an ally or hook an ally in the right position. He probably did not need this BKB. He may be really tank and he can just face tank. I don't think he needs the BKB if he needs to stay on the side of the fight. They're enabling Nodia, which is great. He was playing really well. Oh, there you go. We caught it. Warp flare on the creep, the range creep.
Wow, Warp Flare factory used on the Rage Creep. So at long last, Warp Flare has been used for the first time here in the AUSEA in-house. So huzzah to Warp Flare. I hope they fix this skill because no one uses it.
I don't think that was a Roche Axe. Was that? Was that the second Roche?
Yeah, that was third Roche. What was
Oh,
picked up was
was
Cheese
that
and
Axe or
Refresher.
Refresher Shard?
Refresher Shard. They gave it to Whack.
Oh
Yes,
yeah, they did. They
Wackadoodle
gave
with
it
the
to back
Refresher
and
Shard.
Doodles
So
do.
we will have two Dooms this game. Let's see how it's going to pan out for them. Meanwhile, on the side of Gacha Gang, they are preparing to move up and take this high ground once more. With the Lincoln Sphere, of course, for the Doom purposes, and picking up a level 2 Boots of Travel. Meanwhile, Garnacho with the Refresher Shard also picked up, so we may see some epic coming in. However,
Snowball in. You're gonna kick Tinker out. Oh no!
Tinker is still DKB. However, no DRB is
Tinker's
dead.
dead. Die back.
124 seconds, no buyback. The team fight is on. Nope has come in. The the Doom has been used on
Daraka.
Daraka may be falling pretty soon. However, with the Requiem of Souls, Daraka does fall anyway, but is now starting to hit very hard. And
Aegis goes
the
down.
Aegis is popped. However, Daraka does come back. And Nope with the Refresher Shard. He was the one who ended up getting the Refresher Shard.
Oh yeah, he gave it. He was given
Got
it
it back.
to
However,
Wackadoodle in the middle of
Nope,
the fight.
however, Nope is now trying to go in on the name of Garnacho, but unfortunately,
Ice shards, oh
it
no.
does end up costing his life. The astral imprisonment once again saving him, and the
I think that's it.
and they are calling it.
Oh, the ancient goes down. The creeps.
Wow, the Winions once again.
2-0.
On,
Gacha Gang
yes.
wins with a lower kill score in this game. They gave a lot of kills in the early game, but they managed to come back. They really played the objectives and got their timings right. I think No Cheese also played amazing. They did what they needed to do. It was just not enough to deal with what Gacha Gang had to offer.
Yes, what a game from both Gacha Gang and No Cheese. Unfortunately, the prediction was not in the way that we hoped because ultimately Gacha Gang did not fail epically in the top lane. So let's wrap this up very quick. My MVP for this game has to be Darika. Those astral imprisonment saves, managing to extend team fights when possible, as well as the timely use of basically just the use of his excellent use of astral imprisonment, just saving team members at the nick of time, just when all hope is lost. You get astral imprisonment, you get saved, extend fights. Great stuff from Darika this game.
Yeah, definitely. My personal favorite here, for the winning team, I would say Garnacho played one of my favorite, one amazing way to play. Like he made so much space for his team by split pushing. He knew what needed to be done to enable his team, and he was in the right position at the right time to hex, to stun, to tornado. I think Garnacho's my MVP. But honestly, honorary mention to Catnip. He did like everything in the first like 20 to 30 minutes for No Cheese. He enabled so much to be done. Unfortunately, it's just not enough. Garnacho and the rest of Gacha Gang are just so much have more solutions to what the No Cheese has to throw at them.
Indeed. So Garnacho does get the runner up for this one as well. Excellent call out that Garnacho did manage to extend this game with those split pushes, and finally, when he does call online, he makes his presence felt. As for the losing team, I think we have to give this to Catnip. Like
Yeah.
those early hyper aggression, he was doing really well, just zoning out Garnacho early on, forcing early rotations from Age of Edge and defensive chart.
Chart.
And although unfortunately it was ultimately unable to eventually stem this Gacha Gang tide, Catnip played a very great game in this one, I'd say. He's
Yeah. Good. This second game was so much closer than the first one, and it was so nice to see. We see Tinker with the ultra kill, see Catnip making moves. We see Gacha Gang with Garnacho making the more technical strategic play, and Daraka making the great saves. Good game all around. Good game.
Indeed, yes. So, final thoughts as we put the bow on this excellent two-game series between No Cheese and Gacha Gang.
Final thoughts. I think Gacha Gang had the upper hand in the first game. But clearly, No Cheese came back, had their idea together, and gave a really good fight. Very nice to see.
Yes,
What do you think,
indeed.
Aaron?
Okay, so personally, I did enjoy this series very much. Especially game one, I think was a lot closer than the score would like to indicate. And in this one, game two was still just as intense. Both teams seemed very evenly matched. I can't wait to see what both No Cheese and Gacha Gang have to offer. Not bad for our first intercontinental matchup here in the AUSEA in-house games.
Yeah.
So
All right. I guess that's it for the game two between No Cheese and Gacha Gang. Gacha Gang takes 2-0. And I guess we should end the stream.
mm-hmm. So
All
for
right.
yes.
I'm gonna end the stream. Thanks for everyone for watching. I see Dereka in chat. I see Acid Rains. A couple of my friends are there as well. Thanks for watching. Gege. Good night.